We can all appreciate a good movie, right? Well, what about a good scary movie? You know, the ones that get your heart rate going, your body tingling, and the hairs on the back of your neck to stand up? Ever since I was a child, I have always loved scary movies. And I would always ignore my parents whenever they told me, you'll regret watching that whenever you can't fall asleep tonight. Whether they're ghost stories, mass murder on the loose stories, killer clown stories, or cancerous zombie stories, I've always been intrigued. And there are actually 3 points as to why these horror stories have kept me so intrigued for so long. Point 1. Whenever you're young, you're a sponge, so you soak up everything that you see. Point 2. The element of surprise is alive and well in scary movies. And point 3. I always have to give any scary movie a chance. Now back to point 1. As a child, I had 2 older brothers. Now, they were way older than I was. My oldest brother was about 12 years older than me, so I had a hard time trying to get them to play with me because no teenage boy would want to play dolls with his 4-year-old little sister. But they would get together and they would watch scary movies. Now, my parents were strictly against me watching any scary movie anywhere with anyone, but my brothers are pretty cool enough to let me watch scary movies with them, as long as I was tough enough to take them. So I would watch scary movies with them. And I remember the first ever scary movie I saw was It. And that's basically what started my whole fear of clowns. I couldn't go to parties, I couldn't look at clown face makeup, I couldn't do any of that or else I would scream. But as time went on, I would keep watching scary movies. And whenever they weren't there, I would sneak into their room and steal their scary movies and watch them alone in my room, hoping that my parents wouldn't break in and see that I was watching these scary movies. Way after they moved out, I kept watching them, whether they were Paranormal Activity, Insidious, Saw, Jeepers Creepers, it didn't matter. I loved these scary movies, and I developed my own passion for them. I guess you could say my brothers lighted a spark in me for scary movies. Now on to point 2. Every horror movie markets with jump scares. They market with surprises. You will not see a scary movie trailer without a jump scare or a surprise. So I really like surprises. Any kind of surprise, it could be a birthday surprise, any kind, it doesn't matter. But especially whenever it comes to scary movies. Now, one movie I remember having really good surprises is The Conjuring. It was rated R, so I couldn't go watch it. I didn't have the liberty. I was only 16 years old, so I dragged my poor mom to the theater to watch this with me. Now, her being in the back because she absolutely hates scary movies, I sat in the very front. I was front and center, ready with any jump scare that came my way. And the very first time that Annabelle doll came on screen, I could not take my eyes off of it. I had to look her in the eyes for as long as she was on there until the next jump scare came. Luckily, it was a witch. She wasn't as scary as the doll, but still, she's pretty bad. Jump scares are what make or break the movie. That's how I judge whether or not a scary movie is good or not. Now, point 3. I give any scary movie a chance. I go completely open-minded. No matter how bad my friends or family, my brothers told me they were, I have to go. Now, being in One Act Play has opened my mind up to their acting, their costumes, their plot line, their scenes, their set. It opened my mind. And one example of a pretty bad scary movie is this one. See, I'm way into the Salem Witch Trials, so I was really excited to see this. I dug for hours in that $5 Walmart movie bin to find this movie. And whenever I watched it, I was really disappointed. But the acting was pretty bad, everything was pretty bad, but I still got something out of it. I got a laugh out of it. Now, my conclusion. Growing up with these scary movies has really developed it into a passion for me. Back then, it was just all about trying to bond with my brothers, trying to get some memories and attention with my brothers. But later on, it developed into my own liking for it. Now, I love surprises, and any surprise, any jump scare that comes with the movie, I'm ready for. I will watch it until it is over, and I will absolutely be ready for the next one. So I always have to judge these scary movies, and I will be open-minded, completely open-minded, for the next ones. And I guess I'll let y'all be the judge of y'all's own passions now.